In this video, we will cover some basic information and instructions on completing your NC-99001L survey using the spreadsheet template. For detailed instructions on downloading spreadsheets, please see the video titled Downloading and Uploading the Spreadsheet Template. You can enter your data into this spreadsheet using Microsoft Excel. All of your locations associated with this particular spreadsheet will be listed, including any locations you may have added before downloading the spreadsheet. The first tab, the Welcome tab, contains important information that you should read before entering data. This tab contains a link for how-to videos, a link for the corresponding PDF and instructions, descriptions of the other tabs, instructions for how to use the spreadsheet, information on providing consolidated data on the Item 1 to Item 4 tab, information on providing establishment data on the Item 5A Prelisted Locations tab and the Item 5B Additional Locations tab, codes for the Major Activity Code question on the Item 5B Additional Locations tab, and a phone number to call for additional information. The second tab is the Data Dictionary tab. This is a list of each data element with its corresponding description and characteristics. This tab may be printed as a reference to the survey items. Each column in the Data Dictionary corresponds to rows at the top of the item tabs. The data elements are specific to each tab and need to remain on the assigned tab for the spreadsheet to upload. The rest of the tabs are item tabs on which you will report data. Please do not modify the data in columns with asterisks at the beginning of the description and characteristic. You will typically see these asterisks on the first 2 to 3 columns of the item tabs. The data in these columns must not be modified for prelisted locations for your data to be read by our system. Any other prelisted data outside of these columns can be modified. The first 2 rows cannot be modified for data to upload correctly. The Item 1 to Item 4 tab contains questions about your consolidated company. The top row of this item tab contains data element names. The second row contains the descriptions or questions and any characteristics for a given question. The third row is where you provide your responses. The Item 5A Prelisted Locations tab contains questions about establishment level data for known locations that are not included on any MA10000 surveys you have, if applicable. Beginning on row 3, each of your prelisted locations is listed on its own row, and you can provide responses to the questions for each location. The Item 5B Additional Locations tab allows you to add any additional locations that are not included on the Item 5A Prelisted Locations tab of the NC-99001L survey and not included as any MA10000 surveys, if applicable. Questions are for establishment level data for these additional locations. We recommend adding new locations using the Add Location button on the Step 1 report screen in the online reporting instrument. However, new locations can be added directly to the spreadsheet to blank rows. For the survey number and the record CFN columns, copy and paste the value from the survey number and the record CFN columns from the Item 1 to Item 4 tab to the Item 5B Additional Locations tab. For the CFN in the third column, you must create a unique alphanumeric identifier for the location that is not used anywhere else and is in the following format. Type ADD in all caps, underscore, and 000001 in the cell. The CFN should be 10 characters long. If you are adding multiple locations, be sure to increase the last digit by 1 for each new location. These instructions can also be found on the Welcome tab. When entering your data, remember the dollar amount should be entered as thousands of dollars. For example, if your total annual payroll was $5,045,500.60, you would drop the last 3 digits in decimal, round up, and enter it as 5046. You can sort and filter the spreadsheet to aid in reporting. To sort the data without mismatching it or disturbing the first 2 rows, make sure to highlight all rows and columns starting with the third row. You may also change row height and column width. You can delete or hide rows and columns, however, do not delete or hide the first 2 rows or any columns with asterisks. You may also add columns or tabs for your own use, and they will not be read by our system. After you have entered all of your data, upload the spreadsheet. Please see the video titled Downloading and Uploading the Spreadsheet Template for detailed instructions and types of upload errors. Also, the online reporting instrument will check your uploaded data for potential data problems. You can find a list of any errors and warnings on the Step 2 View Errors and Warnings screen. You can modify your data directly through the online reporting instrument, or you can modify the spreadsheet and upload it again. Please see the View and Fix Your Errors and Warnings video for additional information on correcting errors and warnings in the online reporting instrument.